Okay, I'll talk a little bit about Aussie yen here since we're on the yen topic. Okay, now my initial trend line channel is something like that. Okay, now I always highlight that I personally don't trade the trend line and channel. The trend lines and the channels are for visual cue, yeah, for visual purposes only. So when price actually broke off that channel trend line here, I won't immediately say, okay, we are in a bull market or we start to look for buy. Okay, because for me, what's more important is always asking how. How is the market? How is price moving? Okay, so you see that price has actually broke that channel, that trend line, but we identify that this entire move is really not impulsive. Okay, so you just compare. We have this trend line here, this break, versus this trend line here and this break, right? I mean, visually, that's quite obvious, right? This is strong in momentum. That is not very impulsive in nature. That's more corrective, okay? So for that reason, right, I will then start to adjust this to kind of capture the entire move here as updated, right? As potentially maybe this move up is just a simple reset, right? X wave. So kind of get this as a 1, 2, 3, okay, X, and then maybe another 1, 2, 3 to develop a bigger corrective pattern for upside. Okay, so this is also some little details of how we update our analysis, right? Even if certain trend lines or certain high and low breaks, the primary question I always ask is how is the market developing? How does it break it? Is it impulsive or is it corrective in nature, right? So if it's corrective in nature, that break may not change the overall structure. It just means that perhaps it's taking a longer time to develop into a bigger structure itself. Okay, so that's something to that I thought of to share with you guys over here, in particular to something like this on Aussie yen.